is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it. Ask questions, demand answers.
Allyson Carter's growing reputation for making eerily accurate predictions has sparked intense speculation. After her video in October 2024, where she mentioned a coming catastrophic event, many are now connecting the dots between her warnings and the devastating Los Angeles wildfire that followed, destroying celebrity homes and claiming the lives of 24 people. People are wondering how she could have predicted this with such unsettling precision. Is it simply intuition, or does she know more than she's letting on? Back in 2021, Allyson shared disturbing stories about her traumatic experiences with notorious underground tunnels, which initially seemed like separate events. However, in light of recent developments in Los Angeles, including the devastating fire and related conspiracies, people are revisiting those stories and seeing connections they hadn't noticed before. Theories are circulating that the fires might not have been an accident but part of a larger calculated plan, possibly tied to child trafficking, as Allyson had hinted in her earlier video. What really caught people's attention is her affidavit, submitted to federal authorities in April 2024, which included shocking details about the incident. As the pieces of the puzzle come together, some are beginning to question whether Allyson's insights were more than just a hunch. With her track record of ominous predictions, the public is left wondering what else she might know and how deeply she's involved in uncovering these hidden truths. In the midst of this mystery, Allyson has become a figure of fascination, with her claims now casting a shadow over the recent tragic events. How much of it is true, and how much of it is an intricate web of coincidence or conspiracy? Only time will tell.
It's about to come out. Another arrest is coming again. Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too. And then, oops, we don't know how that happened. And then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to. And then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire. It wasn't an accident.
While Allyson Carter's claims about child trafficking remain unconfirmed, one thing is clear: the search for the cause of the recent Los Angeles fire outbreak is intensifying. Investigators are exploring several theories, including whether the Palisades fire may have reignited from a previous fire sparked by fireworks on New Year's Eve. They're also probing an electrical transmission line in the Eaton Canyon area as a potential source of the Eaton fire. However, according to Southern California Edison, the utility company responsible for the lines, they deny any involvement and no official accusations have been made against them. With no clear cause yet identified, Allyson Carter's predictions are becoming harder to dismiss. Her allegations about the fire's connection to a child trafficking operation are starting to look suspiciously accurate. As the investigation continues to turn up more questions than answers, people are becoming more intrigued by her warnings. The plot thickens when you consider her bombshell claims from earlier that underground tunnels run from schools, hospitals, celebrity homes, cemeteries, and museums, and now reports are showing that the recent fire affected some of these very locations. Among the places hit by the fire are Palisades Charter High School, the Getty Center Museum, and even the Bunny Museum. The connections between these locations and Allyson's previous claims are making her allegations seem eerily plausible. This growing web of coincidences has the public asking more questions and demanding answers. On top of that, reports on the troubling issue of missing children are fueling the mystery. While California doesn't break down missing children statistics by race, the National Crime Information Center reported over 140,000 Black children went missing in 2022 alone. Could Allyson's predictions about the trafficking ring be tied to this alarming issue? As the pieces continue to fall into place, many are beginning to take her warnings seriously. Now, people are desperate for answers, and some are even pointing to Allyson's past statements as a chilling foreshadowing of what's unfolding. Could she have known all along? Let's take a look at the clip where she first spilled these details, because it's starting to feel like she might have been telling the truth all along.
There are underground tunnels that are under the schools, elementary, junior, and high schools all over the place. They exist everywhere.
You've been in.
I'm sorry.
You've seen
Yes.
these. Been in these.
Yes.
Where do
Yes,
they live?
They lead to amusement parks, they lead to hospitals, cemeteries, schools, celebrity homes. I know there were many comedians, Kathy Griffin.
Did we just hear Allyson mention Kathy Griffin? It's hard to ignore the headlines right now, especially with the news that Kathy Griffin's $5 million home was destroyed in the Los Angeles wildfire while she was abroad. Here's the kicker. 24 lives were tragically lost in the fire, and our hearts go out to the families affected. But sweetie, the streets are buzzing about the strange coincidence that none of the A-list celebrities actually perished. Just their mansions were torched. People are starting to raise their eyebrows, wondering if there's more to this than meets the eye. Was it divine intervention, or is there a deeper story here? Allyson's previous claims come into play as she suggested that the fire blast might have been orchestrated to hide crucial evidence. She also hinted that certain celebrities were being protected despite their alleged involvement in shady activities. With no A-listers harmed and so many unanswered questions, the public is beginning to wonder if there's a hidden agenda at play. Could there be more to this fire than just an accident? The plot only thickens as the mystery deepens.
There are people in orders, like in the Playboy, in tunnels, in many other situations, they've tied dildos and put dildos on the ends of broomsticks and raped people with them because they didn't physically enter someone with their own or with their own anything, with their hands or whatever. They can say, I didn't do anything because I raped them with the stick. Nobody's talking about the stick. So therefore, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. That's how people are getting away with it. Why isn't anybody demanding the names of the celebrities? Why aren't the attorneys? Why are you protecting people who didn't dare protect the child?
Child, we've been saying it. Allyson has to be hinting at some deeper stuff. And just in case anyone missed the message, here's what's being said. Some of the celebrities allegedly involved in Diddy's shady dealings are being protected, which is why their names haven't been released. As for the fire blast, it's starting to look more like a calculated move to destroy evidence, just like Allyson warned. The streets are buzzing with the idea that the celebs are being shielded, and the fire is a way to burn everything before Diddy's trial on May 5th of this year. Some are even saying that the timing of the wildfire in winter is no accident. It's all about covering up the evidence, and it looks like it was absolutely planned. But no matter how hard they try, they won't be able to cover everything up. Rest in peace to anyone caught in this mess, but the truth has a way of coming out, doesn't it? So, what do you all think? Was the LA fire just a tragic accident or a deliberate attempt to erase the truth? Are Diddy and other A-listers using flames to cover their tracks? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next video.